versus Tru Foe. Now this battle, honestly, this battle started off fire. I feel like this first round, of course, I feel like this is becoming a trend where the first round is like the best round for both guys, and then they kind of decline over time. But O-Red's first round to me was definitely round of the battle. He went off in round 1. I feel like in round 1 he stepped on Tru Foe, but of course I feel like as they declined, Tru stayed kind of more consistent throughout the battle, because O-Red was wilding in the first. He was back to back with it, even when he started hitting that flow where he was just like talking but still kind of punching while just talking in that regular cadence. Like O-Red, he had like a little bit of slip-ups, but I feel like they both kind of fumbled words here and there. But O-Red was definitely that old O-Red in that first round. Like that felt almost as good as the first round he had for show off. Like he was definitely going in, and Tru Foe tried to match it and he almost did, but I just feel like O-Red was doing too much in his first round for like Tru to really match that shit. But in rounds 2 and 3, I feel like O-Red was being a little bit more sloppy and Tru was kind of being more polished with it. And like honestly, I just feel like Tru kind of took it. Like he stayed more consistent with his energy in the second and third round. O-Red kind of started to decline. Like it felt like he was running out of his breath during the battle. Like there was a couple moments where he had to keep clearing his throat, or you know, he had to just like catch his breath. Like I don't know if he was getting winded while rapping, but yeah, it was a lot of weird stuff going on throughout the battle. But I definitely feel like it's debatable. I feel like the second round you can probably make a case for O-Red, but it just seemed like Tru kind of kept the same energy throughout the battle. First round, O-Red clear. Second round, you can make a case for O-Red, but I got Tru. Third, I also got Tru. This was a dope battle though. Tru Foe is definitely showing that he's here to stay, and I feel like, and I'm not trying to sound like one of those people, but I do feel like if O-Red was on 100, this should have been a 30. Knowing how good O-Red is, like I've seen O-Red way better than this. If he had 3 of those first rounds like he used to come with, this would have been like no conversation here. Like if he showed up the way he showed up for Briz, or the way he showed up for Show Off, or the way he showed up for Av, this would be a different, like this would have been a different battle. Like Tru would have been in some shit. Seeing round 1, I thought this was going to be one of those O-Red performances, so I thought Tru was in some shit, because in round 1 he was in trouble. But you know, O-Red kind of dropped off after that, and I feel like Tru stayed consistent and helped in the long run. You know, a lot of times I feel like battles kind of are more so marathons rather than a sprint, because I feel like some people, they kind of pack so much heat into their first round and then they don't spread it around properly, and then their first round will be explosive and amazing, and then their next rounds will be like subpar. I feel like that's what Big K does sometimes, where we'll have an amazing first round and then the second and third are just like but yeah, you know, shout out to Tru Foe. He definitely showed up and did his thing. This was actually a good battle.